Welcome to episode 248. Even though I put 288 on the actual description for this episode, it's 248 because we haven't done 250 yet. How's it going, guys? It's been a while.
It's going good. Lots happened in the last week.
No shit.
we're a couple minutes late because about 1 minute before starting, I realized I needed to go ahead and try out the new computer because my old computer seemed to be having lag issues, which this seems to be working as of right now. So knock on wood.
Well, if anybody wants to complain about it, they can cancel their subscription to this podcast this month.
That's right.
That is true. But don't cancel it to the Patreon if you're
right
on there. Please keep that. We'll have a video coming out. I got two little short videos from Conroe that I'm going to put on the Patreon. I'll space them out. One is someone that we actually interviewed at Conroe, and then I went back to her table and did a little spot and looked at her spiders and all. So that was Crystal from Crystal Palace.
That was awesome.
Yeah, and then I did our buddy Huff with his new morph that he had with the gecko, which is a cool one. So that'll go up this week. And then
I haven't seen Huff in a while. I miss Huff.
Yeah, no, it was awesome talking to him. All right, let me get my life together here. Katie, you want to go ahead and do sponsor stuff?
Sure. Move my mic a little bit closer so that I don't get fussed at for not talking into the mic. Lil's Shop of Horrors operates a commercial feeder breeder facility based out of San Antonio, Texas. They specialize in rats, mice, dubia roaches, Madagascar hissing cockroaches, and more. As feeder breeders, they focus on the nutritional needs of the animals that consume them. Nationwide shipping is available on live insects for frozen rodent shipments.
What
did you just do?
I had muted, but don't worry. Keep going. You're good.
Nationwide shipping is available on live insects for frozen rodent shipments. Reach out to check availability in your area. They also do weekly meetups throughout South Central Texas and are aiming to expand their meetup locations. So feel free to follow them online to keep up to date on their meetup schedule. You can reach them through any of their social media pages at Lil's Shop of Horrors or email them via their inquiries page at lilsshopofhorrors.com.
I gotta get used to this computer. It's not touchscreen, so I keep trying and it doesn't do shit. So, but
first world problems.
But if it works for the podcast, it is my new podcast computer. Thanks to my parents. My mom got it for me for Christmas, and it may be the new podcast computer.
First world problems.
So, Herb's Reptile shows. We got Baton Rouge, Louisiana coming up March 1st, March 2nd. Then Bryan College Station, March 8th and March 9th. Then the Rosenberg Show, which we won't be at, March 15th and March 16th.
Why not, James?
Because I'll be at a wedding for people that
loves Valerie,
that already are married and have kids.
It'll be fun. It's going to be a great party.
How many kids do they have?
3. Well,
they have 2, right?
They have 2 together.
They've already had 2, right? She's not still pregnant?
No.
Okay.
Max is almost a year old.
You act like I didn't even know his name was Max. I'm not.
Birthday is April 5th.
I'm not a bad uncle. I just don't pay attention to anybody. If they're not in my immediate orbit, I can't help it. I don't.
Birthday as my daddy.
Like good for him.
It's okay. You'll sign the card and send the gift.
Yes. So I won't be at Rosenberg because I'm going to a wedding for folks that are already married and have 2 kids.
You'll be fine.
Slidell, Louisiana, April 5th, April 6th. Austin, Texas, April 26th, April 27th. West Monroe, May 3rd, May 4th. Stillwater, Oklahoma. I'm not going to fucking that one. Stillwater, Oklahoma, May 31st and June 1st. That's fuck that. I couldn't even tell you where Stillwater is on a map other than it's in Oklahoma. Somewhere. So go to that if you're up there. Speaking of Oklahoma, since our last podcast, I've had a birthday.
You did.
And I got presents from a Canadian in Oklahoma.
You did.
Our buddy Norm sent me ketchup chips.
Our child has commandeered the ketchup chips.
Which is good because they're fucking gross. There's no Norm. I don't get it. Canadians will see anal sides in here. They're fucking gross. I'm assuming y'all have like 6-year-old taste buds in Canada.
Which is really funny coming from you.
I've got a refined palate.
We went to dinner the other night, by the way, and he got a chicken parm sandwich.
Yes.
But there's nothing wrong with a chicken parm sandwich.
But that's what you get every time.
It is not what I get every time. I've got a chicken parm sandwich in a long time.
You get
calzone.
Or a sandwich.
Calzone.
Those are your go-to.
Calzone's good. We also got a giant box of Nestle chocolates from Canada, though. So it's like
really good.
Their Kit Kat, which tastes different than our Kit Kat.
Their stuff's not as sweet, and I kind of enjoy it more.
It also didn't have our Kit Kat. I like our Kit Kats, but it kind of has like an artificial chocolate taste, and their Kit Kat had more of a chocolate taste. Mm-hmm. The thing that throws me off,
the coffee one.
That coffee, yeah, I forget what it was called. It was like a wafer cookie inside of a chocolate. It's covered in chocolate and tastes kind of like coffee. That was really good. But it throws you off because they have Smarties.
I liked them.
But the Smarties are chocolate. They're not like
they're like little M&Ms.
So if you're here, we think Smarties are the little fruit. They're like a fruity hard candy. Up there,
there's nothing fruity about those.
Of Smarties.
They taste like chalk. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love them.
The Smarties are Sprees. These are called
You
Sprees.
keep thinking
The
of Sprees.
That's something.
Totally different candy.
Yeah, but they call them Smarties up there, which are the chocolate ones. But I like Smarties are here too. Smarties are good. I don't know what you're talking about.
Smarties are in the little
Yeah, they're
twisty
awesome.
wrap thing.
And you don't like them?
Apparently, no, I like them, but apparently, like kids will crush them and snort them because
Kids are fucking stupid.
that's so weird.
And then what was the other one I got in there? Oh, there was that like chocolate bar that has like air
With all the
bubbles,
bubbles.
inside of it.
Tiny bubble.
Tiny bubbles. It was pretty good too. No, the old Ciennial said coffee crisp. Yeah, it's yummy. We open it, it smells like a coffee shop.
It really does.
So that was really good. I mean, thanks, Norm. I do have diabetes, so that's wonderful. Thanks for sending me the giant box of
I
chocolates.
didn't let you eat everything all at once.
But yeah, so that happened. Anyways, I left off on Denison, Texas, June 7th, June 8th. There we go. Got all the herps things out of the way. So if you need an LED UVB light bulb, check out VivTech products and use code Gumbo22. It's now 2025. That's an old code. I mean, it's not an old code. It still
Not an
works.
old code.
Still
It's-
works.
We've had
We
it
just have been
since 2022.
It's been a while. And I've had those bulbs since then, and they're still going strong. So sure, Sienna's like crunchy bars. Is that what it's called? That's yeah. Someone else needs to name y'all shit. Man, what do you expect from a country that puts milk in a bag? Which I didn't get in the mail. There was no milk in a bag.
No milk in a bag.
Fucking Canadians. What? Timothy said you never smoked a roll of Smartie dust when you were in grade school. I'm gonna go with no.
I have never put anything up my nose other than a nasal spray that was recommended by a doctor.
And a finger.
Sometimes when I blow my nose, I do put my finger inside a tissue. That is a fact.
Kyle said he snorted. What is wrong with you people?
I don't understand.
All right, here, PSA: don't snort.
Don't snort
candy.
stuff.
Anything really.
Anything.
But don't snort candy. This is the same. You know what? It's the same generation ish that ate Tide Pods. You know what? I fucking get it. They're just special.
Oh my God.
My generation just snorted cocaine. I don't know what the hell he's doing.
So Cian also said Smarties are those like hard fruity candies to you guys. We call them rockets. Yeah, they come in a roll, but they
they're
are
not
chalky. They are
fruity.
chalky. They are fruity.
No,
What
they're
else would you
just
call them?
colored.
What else would you call that flavor?
There is
Purple.
no flavor.
Purple.
There's not a flavor.
There is a flavor to Smarties.
That's like, think about it like this. If you ask me what flavor of Gatorade I want, I'm
it's
going to
color.
say yellow.
Yes.
Yes.
Red.
Yellow
Yellow or orange.
Yellow is the superior one. Orange is gross.
I like yellow and blue mixed together.
Orange is like vomit. It's done. It's not good.
I want orange.
Orange
every now
Gatorade
and
is almost
then.
like when you drink orange juice after
But see,
brushing
I
your teeth.
can't have orange juice because it makes me vomit.
Yeah, it's tangy flavored chalk dust, which is fruity.
Tangy and fruity are not the same thing.
I
James.
disagree. Anyways, y'all are wrong. But yes, we're
for the rest of the night.
Oh my God.
Oh, who says Smarties have no? Timothy, what do you mean they have no flavor?
They don't.
What do you? Then why would you eat them if they have no flavor?
Because they're candy.
They have flavor.
Yeah, Logan loves those things, and I
My
never understood
dad
it.
used to carry
I
them
love
around
Smarties.
in his pocket all the time. For me, it's a nostalgia thing because they were my dad's favorite. He would always have Smarties and the regular little Tootsie Rolls. And I'm not a fan of Tootsie Rolls either. Our kid freaking loves Tootsie Rolls.
Kyle, see, they absolutely have flavor. I agree, Kyle. And Smarties are amazing.
Okay, sure. Are you talking about Smarties or Sprees? You can't get the two.
Sprees are good. You know what I like? I like chewy Sprees.
I like chewy Sprees.
Chewy Sprees are better.
But my favorite are the giant chewy sweet tarts that are like almost the size of the palm of your hand.
Oh yeah, those are good.
It's hard to find those.
My grandmother used to always have. Kyle said his mom used to have Smarties and juicy fruit. My grandmother always had juicy fruit in her purse.
My pawpaw always had it because whenever my grandmother's sugar would drop, he would give her juicy fruit gum.
My grandpa was double mint. Always had double mint.
Pawpaw had double mint for him,
You
and
open
he
his
had,
truck door, the double
he
mint
had-
smell just hit
and
you.
he had juicy fruit for Mama.
So Kyle said the gum that flavor lasts 5 seconds. That's 5 seconds longer than the zebra one.
Oh, that stuff like falls apart in your mouth.
What was
Dude.
that gum?
Do you
Zebra.
guys remember the juicy fruit? I mean the double mint twins.
Yes.
Yes.
The zebra one you could
Our
lick.
guests may not know any of this because they're
'Cause they're
so
12.
much younger than all of us.
The zebra one you could. Do you remember the zebra one? You could lick the wrapper and then put it on your arm.
Yes, they were
It's like a
tattoos.
tattoo.
Yeah.
Probably had fucking LSD in it or something.
Oh well, we weren't snorting candy up our nose. We were licking gum wrapper.
Yeah, my grandmother always had gum, paper, and a pen in her purse when we had to go to church to keep the kids busy. By kids, I mean me.
What do you take to church nowadays, James?
Ha ha! Robert's got jokes.
I mean, I try not to go so it doesn't light on fire.
Hey, he held my necklace for me the other day,
And it burned.
He did not burn.
It burned.
I was sad.
Christina Nessa, Necco's, have you had those? Necco's have, that's chalk. Necco wafers.
Yeah.
Now that's chalk. That's,
Necco wafers.
those are the, like, they come in like a waxy paper wrapper. They're about the size of a quarter.
Yep.
And they're
like
thick.
those too.
And they're like from like 1920. You always find them in like,
Oh, I don't like those.
you find them at like Cracker Barrel in the old candy section.
Yeah, I don't like those.
Yeah, Sam, that church really stuck with him, didn't it?
Yeah.
I was fine when I had to take my jewelry off, but then they made me give up my glasses before I went back into surgery, and that was not fun.
Katie,
I did not see a damn thing.
since our last podcast, Katie had a heart procedure. They came in and they shocked her heart.
No, they didn't. They burned it.
Oh, that's right. They burned it.
They burned it.
She had an ablation for anybody.
I
who's
had a
go
cardiac ablation through
Google
my
that shit.
femoral artery.
I still think it's weird they get to your heart through your thigh.
Yeah.
It was cool.
You know, like the whole,
I mean, I was awake the whole time.
you know,
and
the whole
I
saying,
had
like,
one nurse that was like, he was only there to talk to me. And so I was like, okay, this is what I feel. And he's like, this is what they're doing. I'm like, this is so freaking cool. I'm like, they're literally fixing things while I'm laying here. It was so
it's like that old, you know, the way to a man's heart is through his stomach. Apparently, the way to your heart is through your thigh.
My dad had a stent put in a few weeks ago.
Mhm.
And he went to the doctor and they were like, your Widowmaker is 97% blocked. We have to do a stent right now. So they did it right there. Like they took it back, they came through his thought. And he said when that doctor turned to open the stent, it was like a whole new life. Like he just took a deep breath.
Yes.
Like a whole new person.
Yeah.
Damn. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Anyone
I was
else?
probably. Oh, hold on. My computer wants to
What are you
restart.
doing?
Stop. No. Pick a time.
If we restart, it's because James's computer's bugging out.
I want to restart tomorrow at 3:26 a.m. That sounds good.
We should do our guest said,
All right. I was about to do that, but then the computer started yelling at me. All right. So our guests, I don't remember. They probably know what episode they were on. It was episode like 17. I don't know what it was. It was forever ago.
It wasn't that long.
It wasn't that
ago.
long ago.
yeah, it was a while ago.
It was long. It was in the hundreds.
Okay.
Our guests are John and Callie Grant. Or
Woo,
JT. We
woo.
talk about JT all the time. How's it going, Grant? It's from Grant Family Exotics. I'll let the name on, but what do you tell the kids to get out of there?
Now that we're driving them crazy.
Come here, Henry.
Oh God, it's the bad one.
No, he's not. He's a sweet boy.
They were episode 59.
We have had them
59.
on since episode 59.
I don't think
No,
so.
We have not.
No, because we were like, we don't want to have them on. They suck. And then you're like,
Nope.
I said we should have them on. You're like, no, I don't like talking to
I'm
them.
gonna throat punch you in about 2 seconds.
That's what
Ow.
Sorry, that's what you
I
got.
heard.
Yeah. Thanks to our good friend Nathan, I was able to just go to our website and type in Grant on the search bar, and it took me right to their episode.
That's awesome.
And it was right there.
Check out the Reptile Gumbo Podcast.com. It's our website.
It's not the reptilegumbopodcast.com. It's just Reptile Gumbo.
Reptile Gumbo Podcast.com. So go check that out. So it's been a while. So since the last time we had them on, they've changed to a completely different state, like
So they've moved
a
to
better
Texas.
one,
Okay.
one that people want to visit them in.
I mean, it's bigger. Is it
Yeah.
better?
Yes, it's better. It's better than Oklahoma. I've been there twice and I'm good. Or will I go there once? Twice? Once. I think I've only been there once.
To Oklahoma?
I've been there twice because we went to the Oklahoma show with all the flies.
I haven't
Fly
been to
Mageddon.
Oklahoma.
Fly Mageddon.
You have been though.
Yeah, and then Robert and I went up there one other time. So I've been up there
Mhm.
twice. Oh, so how's it going, Callie? I don't care about John.
It's not
It's
Saturday.
I
I'll
have
see JT
barely heard
every
any
day.
part of the conversation because the second you guys brought us on, all three kids needed something.
Of course they
So-
did.
You gotta learn to say, get the fuck out of here.
Speaking of kids, did you message hers about her email?
I did.
About her homework?
I haven't heard back from her.
Ugh, okay.
I got nothing.
So
She may be alive. You know what?
start
Hold on.
listening.
Hold on. Y'all talk amongst yourselves.
He didn't turn his mic back on.
No.
Oh, I'm back. There we go.
Yeah, there you go.
There we go.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, Todd's asking how. So I did a show this weekend. It was good. He asked at the show. I did a Repticon this weekend. I sold one boa, and I got rid of a mean ass carpet python that I didn't want anymore. So that was good. And then I sold a bunch of 3D print stuff, which was great.
Yep. Oh.
And then I got to talk to Rob, who designed all the 3D print stuff that I sold.
I sold a lot of his stuff this weekend too.
But that's what I think I'm actually currently not printing something from him, which may be the first time in like a week and a half. I think, yeah. So anyways, so y'all have had a big change. Y'all have left Oklahoma for brighter pastures. You no longer have the shop, but you still do all the shows, and you kind of changed what you sell at shows now, right?
Yeah, so once we closed the pet store in December of 23, once we closed the pet store, I realized there was a lot of species of animals that I carried and kept and all that I really didn't want to. Ball pythons, for instance. I have not bought a ball python. It's really that I can remember off the top of my head, unless it was something that was free or something like that.
And you just bought one a couple weeks ago because you had to drive and go get it for her after work.
Oh, that was me buying it.
That doesn't count.
That's because
that's
I'm not,
James's snake math.
yeah, that's because I'm not getting rid of Belle, which is my blue-eyed leucistic. And if I'm gonna keep a female Belle, I might as well have a male to pair to her. So that's my logic of keeping her. So
Hold on.
Those babies always sell.
Oh,
No.
I gotta ask for
No.
some. Stop, Katie.
Oh,
I
we're
gotta ask the
back.
public for snake math.
Christ.
So listen. So
You're
a
wrong.
couple weeks ago, I'm doing a show. JT's there. He's got a rough scale sambo on his table. I've got some Kenyan samboas. Right. I got rid of 2 samboas because JT took them.
Correct.
And then I got a boa of a snake, but it doesn't count.
It does count. We only got rid of one snake.
No.
Yes.
I got rid of 2.
No.
I got rid of 2. The new one doesn't count.
We got rid of one snake because another snake came home in its spot.
No, the new one doesn't count.
Yes.
I got rid of 2.
You're wrong.
And then I got a sambo, rough scale sambo.
The new one doesn't count until it eats.
I gotta feed that thing too. It's living in our bedroom now. We got rid of one snake out of our bedroom, and now we have a new snake in our bedroom.
Mm-hmm.
How's that boa I gave you doing, that Motley?
It'd be great if she would eat on a regular. She goes on hunger strikes.
Yeah.
And it's fucking Motley. So the other one that had babies hasn't wanted to eat since she had the babies. And so it's both Motleys. The only boas I have, they're like, yeah, we don't really want to eat. But I think the one I got from you ate last time, so she's starting to pick back up. I need her to put weight on because I really want to breed that one.
Yeah, she's a pretty snake.
Yeah. So the other one that's not eating tried to eat JT one time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was the one when I got it. I said, "Hey JT, I need you to take this out of the bag so I can look at it because I knew that it was going to try to bite me, and I didn't feel like getting bit."
Oh my gosh.
That's JT's my go-to if I know something's going to bite and I just want to see it. I'm like, "Hey JT, get this for me." Like I've got multiple
It'll
people.
be okay.
Multiple people in the chat saying the new one doesn't count.
They're wrong. Everyone is wrong.
If everyone says it,
2,
no, I got rid of 2 that I produced,
and you got one more. We are only down one mouth.
I disagree. It doesn't count.
Now I've gotten rid of all 3 of them. So does that mean I get to add?
So they're gone.
So does that mean if I make a quilt and get rid of 3 yards of fabric, but I go buy 3 more yards fabric?
No, fabric math and snake math aren't the same.
Yes, they are.
I don't know. Fabric math and snake math aren't the same. So no, sorry. Doesn't count. That's like I got all those rolls of filament, but they were free, so they don't count against anything.
We are not talking about filament right now. We're not, because your stuff is starting to bleed over onto my table again.
I got a new roll today in the mail.
Just because I haven't been able to come up. Why did you get a new roll of filament? in the
You
mail?
ordered it
When?
yesterday.
Oh, I did order you that.
Jesus Christ, yell at me.
I forgot I
You
bought
fucking
that.
ordered it.
I forgot. It's because I've been buying too much stuff for you lately.
with my money.
Shh, it doesn't matter. It's one bank account.
This is my money I made with my stuff.
It's one bank account. Your money is my money.
See, and also said, speaking of people getting bit, his wife just got tagged by their male retic. Fuck that.
Yikes.
Nakia says she wants to side with you, but she knows I would use the same lot. See?
No.
Nakia has a new alligator.
Oh, she does.
She has a leucistic alligator.
You told me that.
Because I sold it to her.
Fun. Those turned out really cool.
For anybody listening, it's a plastic alligator. But they are fucking cool. Anyways, sorry, we totally got off track because I wanted to make sure that everybody understood my snake math was correct and Katie was wrong. So now what are you doing since you don't technically get a ball python since I didn't
We
count?
know Callie still has her Lucy's.
Gross.
Those are actually really pretty though.
So we kind of made a switch and since we moved to a smaller house. I don't have as many outbuildings that I used to have, that type of stuff. And so we kind of switched to something that we really enjoy, but doesn't take up as much space. And that's, we do a lot more invert stuff. We do, and the whip spiders are my favorite, just because that's something that I really like to do. And so we've got quite a few of those at all times, pretty much. But then we do inverts. One daughter does hedgehogs, another daughter does birds sometimes. Then now I also started to do a lot of 3D printed stuff like everybody, but it disappears when we're at shows. So it's worth doing. So, but yeah, it's just a little change up in life. Just doing a little small spiders instead of 15-foot retics. So.
Well, and so it's funny about the 3D because I know in the past I've definitely shit on people for 3D print stuff, but I will say the ones I definitely shit on are the ones when you walk by their table and all they did went to like Thingiverse or Maker World, just found like a bunch of free random shit and put it on the table.
You guys actually I will say this about all three of you. You put thought into what you're printing. Like, I'm not going to say that things are printed with a purpose because sometimes that purpose is just because it's cool.
But I could print a porpoise.
Oh my God.
Yeah, because sometimes it's just, a box with a middle finger in it.
I mean, that's how I need that for James right now. It's okay.
You're like, oh, I love you. Here's the ring. Fuck you.
That's the perfect Valentine's gift.
Yes.
You need to print that as an
you.
insert. It needs an insert to go into like a real ring box, like a nice cloth ring box.
They have one that's like a heart, and you give it to them, and you open it up, and it's boop.
That's great.
But my problem, so I know I shit on him, but I don't 3D print because I'm like, I need to make money 3D print. It's a lot of fun.
It is. You enjoy it, and I'm okay with that.
I mean, you get to make cool stuff like this.
I mean, I don't sell anything that I sew or quilt, so I just do it for fun.
Or here's a fox.
Oof.
I don't know what it says because it's just a skull. It doesn't say anything.
Oh my God.
I got that. That's funny.
There was a delay in my brain.
Here's my favorite way to have a cat. Not real and dead.
Stop it.
Hey, Callie's got one of those, don't you, Callie? I heard.
Stop it.
Yeah.
I think I've moved all my other stuff in the other room, so I don't have anything else to pick up.
It's all sitting on my craft table.
It's all sitting on my table. Thank you very much.
Shh. There were rose petals on my table.
You're welcome. Most women would be like, "Oh, I love rose petals."
They're black.
They're purple.
Whatever.
Callie would like them.
Callie would like them. Callie is cooler than I am. I'm sorry.
I made printed some little tombstone vases, and the roses go in them.
Those are kind of fun.
Yeah, they're kind of fun.
I kind of want to start. I need a tombstone, I think, for my classroom.
Well, you can't kill kids.
No.
Whoa.
But what I could do is on
when one's bad, you'd be like threaten them.
No. On a skewer.
Whoa, what do you do?
So we kill words in my classroom, in my writing class. Like they're not allowed to use the word because in their writing anymore because I'm tired of saying it.
Because why?
They're not allowed to use the word it anymore. And so we have a dead word list. But I could put the words on a skewer and put them inside those little tombstones. That would be cool.
So
I'm already weird. Let's just make it better.
That's true. You are weird. Christina says she wants to make reptile hides. I had reptile hides, and then the two shows ago, someone came up and was like, "Hey, if I buy them all," I was like, "Sure, you can buy them all." And I haven't had time to print more.
I finally got JT to start printing the little coffin. It's like gonna be like a Zen garden, but it's a coffin, and then I'm gonna fill it with like purple or red or black sand, and then it comes with like a little rake and everything.
That's what I have.
He finally started one of those.
I have those turtle sand boxes that I use for sand boas, but when I'm at like farmers markets, I fill it with sand and I printed little 3D printed rocks and a little rake, and it's a little turtle sandbox Zen garden. So, but this is like our second show in like 4 shows. It's turned into a 3D printed show. But get over it, people.
Oh, gosh. It's popular.
Send them ideas on what you want them to print for you.
Well, the problem is with that. So I have like coworkers. I have one who's like, you should do this and this. I'm like, someone has to design it first, and then I can print it. She's like, you should design it. That's not how it works. I don't have that ability. I'm not an artist. I can't just. She's like, you should do all the dragons from Game of Thrones. I'm like, I don't have the ability to do that.
She's got a lot of faith in you, man.
That's not me. She's like, yeah, you can just find a picture online. I'm like, that's not how any of this works.
No.
Don't just find a picture and then it's a 3D model.
Yeah, my dad will send me and say like, hey, you're coming up this weekend. Will you do this, and this? And it's like 2 days.
Yeah, right.
I do have a Pinterest board that's all 3D
I'm like,
printed
Dad, one of
stuff.
those prints is 12 hours.
Yeah. You do need to print that thing for my mom.
She's gonna have to wait because that's free.
You can do it after Saturday.
I can print a lot of stuff after Saturday gets here. But
Oh my God. Okay, I looked at in Maker World. I looked up Game of Thrones, and they have door stops that say Hodor on them.
Yeah. I've seen those.
So we have
to make a couple of those.
So we have a fun show this weekend. We have an oddities show. So it's not even a reptile show. The 3 of us are doing an oddities show. And so Robert and I are bringing 3D printed stuff, but JT and Callie, y'all are bringing a bunch of wet mount stuff and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
I can send you Girl Scout cookies on Saturday. We can start selling Saturday.
It's only on Saturday. So.
This is what you get for interrupting. That's what you get.
I'm allowed to interrupt you.
I can mute you.
Yes.
Anyways, back to JT and Callie and what they're bringing.
Sorry.
What do y'all have?
Well, I'm already fucking weird, so I had a freezer full of dead shit anyway that I didn't want to just throw away because I felt like that was a waste. So, and since I can't I don't have any of the cleaner beetles yet. I've got to figure out how to do that without having them in my house since I have so many specimens in my house that I don't want them to accidentally get on.
Oh yeah.
So I started making some wet specimens. I'm doing it the simpler way right now, so I'm only doing it with just alcohol, but I've done a couple of snakes.
Those are so cool.
Like that. This is a baby hedgehog that didn't survive.
Is it spiky? Oh, it is spiky.
Yeah, there's his face.
Cool.
And then I have some of our inverts that don't make it or that don't do very well
Oh, that's cool.
or in these little clear frames. That's a whip spider. I can only see me right now.
Yeah, James did that so we could see your stuff better and closer up.
That's a tokay gecko.
I bet it still bites you.
So you want to know the story? You know the story behind this tokay gecko.
Yeah, that's the
Is that the one that bit Joe
Is
Challenger?
that the one that bit Joe Challenger?
That's the one that's on
Yeah,
Joe.
exactly.
Is it really?
Yeah.
I just showed Sophie that photo the other day.
Yep, this is the nipple biting tokay.
Oh my god.
I'll be damned.
And no one paid him to do that. He just we're like, hey, do this, and he let it bite his nipple.
Yeah.
It's
funny because I just looked at the picture Sunday. Was showing it to Sophie, and I was like,
that was 4 or 5 years ago.
Yeah, at Stafford, the last Stafford show.
God damn, have I known y'all that long?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I need to make different friends.
And James Bergoli's standing behind, laughing his ass off.
Mm-hmm.
I found the Croc on the Croc versus Gila monster one you made the other day too, James.
Oh yeah,
where Matt Fank had the Croc using it to get the Gila monster out.
Yeah, but Croc means shoe. For anybody
it's funny because I was telling Sophie all these stories the other day, and she's like, "You guys do some interesting things." And I'm thinking back, and I'm like, we really do see very interesting things in the lives that we lead compared to normal people.
Regular. Don't call them normal. Call them regular.
Normies.
Whatever.
Fucking normies.
It's funny. Our two friends, Joe and Abby Tran, they actually do jumping spiders now, and just recently started doing shows. But she literally was just talking about it the other day about how before she met us, she led a boring life
Right.
compared to what she does now, of like what she sees at the shows and like the show after parties and like the people that we hang around and stuff. She literally was just talking about that the other day.
Yep.
Fucking normies.
I mean, you think about it. We know people like Rick Tozer who have fucking tigers and shit, and Sean Trembach who has every like small mammal there is,
or spotted weasels.
Tyler, Tyler Cleckley who has all the cool stuff.
What did y'all trigger? He just was like, oh, and like hopped up like it was nothing.
Where'd he go?
It's that
I don't
time.
know. Oh, I know what he's good. This is a surprise.
There's something where
He's very proud of this.
It's gonna show Callie. Look, Callie. For anybody not that's on the radio, it's a 3D printed possum.
Those are so cute.
He wants to turn the tails into earrings.
Keychains. I'm gonna make little
Look,
keychains.
we have one of those too.
Oh my god, that's too much.
Yours is a little softer and wetter than mine.
I don't like when they're fuzzy.
Soft,
too much.
Possum or
yeah, no, it's possum. I promise. It's just fun to do the camera.
What are you doing?
Just fucking with the camera now. Anyways,
oh my god.
I don't know where I was going with that. I just thought about the possum and thought I wanted to show Callie. Anyways, so y'all are bringing a bunch of cool stuff. Have you thought about doing what's that one where it makes them clear and purple?
Oh, the
Dime,
yeah.
Yes, so I've been looking into it. Basically, you have to like defur them and deskin them and put them in multiple liquids, and it's a longer process, and I would actually have
we lost the sound. Oh, there she
literally
is.
And you
would have to and then
what?
Like, you have to like literally deglove them. Like, you have to take the skin off.
Yummy.
In order for the liquid that you put them in to like dye them and like make them see through. And I don't really want to skin them.
Nope.
So
I'll do it for you.
Putting it in a jar is totally different than having to skin it.
I have skinned a million animals. I don't mind. I'll do it for you.
I mean, I did in high school when I was in anatomy class because I had two lab partners who got real squeamish. And so our lab table was next to the table, and the two boys would sit, because my partners were both boys, and they would sit on the windowsill, and we would open the window, and then I would do all the hands-on stuff, and they did all the paperwork. It was the best part.
I have heard an easy way to help skin them is a air compressor and a basketball pump needle.
Yeah, you spray air in between the skin and the fur.
Tissue. That'll be funny when Logan gets in high school, if he ends up going back to public school and he gets into a class where they have to do that. He's going to already be like, yeah, I'll just get in there and do it. He's skinned.
I didn't have a problem with any of that.
I mean, I dissected a frog in like high school, I think, and I was fine doing that. But having to do it multiple times to multiple little
over and over
again to like make multiple
Are you interested in doing like articulation of bones or anything later on? Got no sound. Nope.
I do
there we go. We're back.
Some cleaner bugs and stuff. Yeah, I do want to get some cleaner bugs and do like a little colony so that I can clean bones and stuff like
that. Y'all sound keeps going out.
That I'm fine with that.
I don't have the back.
It is for now until like 2 seconds from now when it won't be. Are you humming into the microphone?
I was.
Why would you do that?
I don't know. I'll close my computer. See if that fixes anything.
Why would you do that?
Because I can.
Anyways, it's going off the rails. So, see if we can try to have a conversation without the Grant sound going away. I mean, normally it's great if I can't hear JT, but like right now I need it to work.
Thanks, buddy.
So I need you to get good at doing the bones, because then I got a rainbow boa that I want to do at some point. I need the skull. I want to get the skull articulated.
That'll look cool.
So you can see the giant ass rainbow boa teeth. And I put her away in the freezer before like she started to smell bad, so it won't be horrible when she. Go ahead.
Robert made a mention of it earlier, but I did. I found a cat that wasn't mine and preserved it. But
wait, that's fucked up.
I ended up putting it.
You just killed someone's cat.
No. She said she found.
Yeah, she didn't say she found it dead.
She picked up.
She didn't say she found it dead. No, she said she found it. Neighborhood cat walking around. She killed it.
No. I don't.
I mean, look at me. Look. I'm not against it. I'm all for that. I'm just saying. Wow.
No.
But
it's like recycling.
It's upcycling at its finest.
Oh,
it's going to be very interesting to see at the show this weekend the number of dead animals, because normally we're doing reptile shows and it's the number of live animals, but it's going to be a ton of dead animals.
Well, what's crazy is like a ball python, a normal ball python that you might get $20 for. You put it in a jar with some liquid, and you get $100 for it.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh.
So now I know what to do with ball pythons. Just have them and kill them.
Yeah, that's terrible, Jane.
No.
I made this one. It's in a light bulb.
That's
cool.
That's a cool jar.
See, bright idea. Kill ball pythons.
No,
Light bulb.
No.
Light bulb.
No, we do not condone this.
This is what I've always said, that at a reptile show, if you were to chop legs off of lizards, you'd sell them so much faster than 4-legged lizards. People are fucked up.
What?
People will go and buy a
people will do that with
animal.
rats too.
Because it
Hayless
has
rats.
special needs.
I gotta save it, and I gotta have. You just be like, why do you have so many animals with missing legs? I'm like, I don't. It just happens. I don't know what to tell you. But they sell.
Yeah.
So dead versions and versions missing legs. Fuck regular healthy ones. Those don't sell.
And the dead ones missing legs are like
there you go. Or if they're dead, they have extra parts. They also are worth more.
Yeah.
Darren wants to know, can you do people in a jar? I mean, if it's a big enough jar.
So we go to Goodwill a lot, and there are some big jars.
Hey, those people are people, man. Just because they're shopping at Goodwill doesn't mean you're allowed to just put them in jars. They're people too. I mean, they're poor people, but they're people too.
Rob just posted his monthly P1S giveaway.
Ooh, I need to enter for that.
It wasn't me.
So Rob from Rocky Talkie was like, yeah, I'm going to sell a bunch of my bamboos, but you have to come get them from me. And I put it in the phone today to see how far I would drive. It's 9 hours. I was like, no.
You want to go right now?
No.
We can be back
in
JT1
and he can pick mine up while he's there.
I was like, how much are you selling? He goes, about half price. I was like, no, I think I'll just do the pay in full and go ahead and buy it and have it delivered to my house. Brand new.
Well, I don't even want to talk about that bullshit this weekend.
Oh, no, go ahead and do it. Because this is the thing. Like, I still am amazed every time this happens, and it shows you how shitty people are. But at least, like, it was an actual product and they didn't, like, sell you air. I mean, they didn't sell you anything you didn't pay for, but.
I have it set up where anytime somebody in my area posts certain things on Facebook Marketplace, it shows up in my feed. Well, I saw this bamboo A1 mini. The guy was asking $200. They're like $225 brand new, but I got him down to $150. And we made it. This is like 9:00 in the morning Sunday, so we made a deal to meet him at 1 p.m. like 40 minutes from here. Fine, I'm going to drive. I'll get it. So I talked to him at like 12:15, and he's like, "Yep, we're still good to meet." So I drive down. I meet him. I pull in. He told me he was in a brown Toyota truck, and I see it in the parking lot. And there's another vehicle parked next to it, and I realized, okay, that's him over there talking to them. And I had noticed when I clicked on his name on Marketplace that he had several things for sale, so I figured he was selling them something too. When he walks over to me and he's like, "Hey man, sorry, I got to give you some gas money." And I'm like, "What?" He said, "Well, that guy offered me the full 200, and I just didn't tell you not to come in case he didn't show up."
Oh, that's fucked up.
What an asshole.
And I was like, he's like, "So what's your Zelle? I'll send you some gas money." I was like, "Zelle that fucking gas money right up your ass, dude." and stepped back in my truck and drove off, and then gave him a 1-star review on Marketplace.
Yeah,
What a fucking jerk, man.
That is not okay. Why does Timothy want to be put in a jar? I'm so I'm concerned.
Hey, I knew a guy one time that wanted to be made into a lampshade for his tattoos.
So his tattoos were preserved.
It puts the lotion on its skin.
No. No.
Fuck that. All right, well, let's get to some reptile stuff.
Yeah.
So the question this week, we had several people answer. The question this week was, do you think you could ever leave the hobby completely? And if so, what would cause that? Let me refresh this because we had some more answers since we started the show. So make sure I've got it. But it is stuff that has gone through my head at times, leaving completely, but it's nothing that I've ever been like, yeah, I could do it. So we'll look at their answers and then we'll discuss amongst ourselves. Let's see. Our buddy Drew Schultz from the Learning Zoo. This should be interesting. Keeping reptiles as a hobby / business, probably not, but the community, absolutely. I've honestly pulled back almost entirely in the last couple of years and focused on other hobbies while running the business as my 9 to 9 living. It is kind of 9 to 9. He's there all day. It's like
they live there.
Yeah. Have y'all been there, JT?
No, not yet.
Not yet. We want to.
I've got to go. It's an awesome little place. And then to think that that's where they also live is crazy.
We got to get a Sunday together where y'all can come to the Houston Zoo and we can all go do that together.
We do.
And bring your whole herd. But then you got to tie them together so we don't lose them.
No, they're
But
big enough.
don't bring them.
I'm cool with that too.
I mean,
Do that
it's
too.
they're your kids. You make that choice. I don't care.
Timothy. So Timothy said, I've thought about this a lot. In short, no, it would take an illness or some factor that would prevent me from caring for my animals properly. However, 3 things make me want to get out sometimes. Some of the hateful things I see people doing or saying to others, and the politics or bringing politics into the hobby.
That's everything in life.
The harsh legislation that seems to be casting a cloud over the hobby, even outside the U.S. with other countries. Import, export rumors. Seems like a storm is brewing, in my opinion. The lack of self-policing in the hobby. Examples of this is someone buying or selling a crocodilian / hot to just anyone with pocket change, which unfortunately does happen. The crappy flippers being allowed in big name expos. It's all very frustrating. However, this will always be a problem. I know. In the end, I love reptiles so much, too much to give them up. I think if the cost to keep them became too much, I would have to downsize or get out completely. Or if harsh laws made it too much trouble, I wouldn't have a choice. I feel like this question is definitely different for breeders versus keepers, especially with some proposed laws I've seen recently, such as the U.S. ARC's, can I say Connecticut alert? I haven't looked at that one.
I'll pull that email up.
There we go.
Okay.
And what happened in Louisiana? Yeah, for Louisiana, like a boa.
There was a whole bunch of alerts in the last email.
What is I left Louisiana and said, fuck that, I don't pay attention to their laws. But there was something about boas in there, I think.
I'm pulling it.
I can't remember. Anyways, you find that. Christina said in the chat, no, but at the same time, yes. That's a maybe, I guess. No, in the sense of, will I just give up my reptiles and stop owning them altogether? Unless it was an age thing and they all died too old and I chose not to get more. No, I don't ever see that happening. Even if I had to downsize due to whatever, I would still keep as many as I can. Yes, in the sense of the social side. I have in the past dropped the social side to my hobbies because the drama and the shittiness was too much. This is shittiness. Okay. There is drama everywhere in life, and I just have a lower tolerance for it and things I do for fun. I grew up in the realm of figure skating for 12 years of my childhood to young adulthood. This shaped the way I view the things I love because it isn't worth letting other people and their drama and pettiness ruin what you love. So I try to find the right social groups for me and adjust as I need it. Also, figure skating, I just saw anybody hit me in the leg with a lead pipe.
That's
Goodness.
I imagine there's a lot of drama in that field.
Yeah, I mean,
God,
literally a woman got hit in the knee with a lead pipe.
I know.
They made movies about it.
yes, they did.
So, our friend Megan Stabovich
She's a friggin' now.
Said, no, the work I do is too important to me and is integral to my DNA at this point. I may get to the point where I step back doing as much as I do, but I don't think I could ever give it up entirely. Jason, I think maybe in the chat, Jason Creamore said, it took me so long to find a woman that accepted me and all my quirks with reptiles and amphibians that I'm taking advantage of the time I have left. So no. I just made the woman I dated get used to it. Get the fuck over it.
That is not at all how
I said,
that
get the
went.
fuck over it, bitch.
But if that's what makes you sleep at night, you keep believing that story. I don't think anybody out there believes that you ever would talk to me that way and live to see the next day.
People out there also believe that I'm the hard one to live with.
That is true. We'll keep it that way.
That's not true. Oh, anyways, Teddy Dalton said, I'm currently without any reptiles. Well, that sucks. I have been for about 7 years now. It's something that still interests me, and I keep up with the podcast and YouTube videos and would like to keep again one day. Man, well, I'm glad he listens to the podcast. Weird. It feels like it would be I don't think I could listen to podcasts and not own reptiles. That I'd have to get my fix. Be like a junkie.
I listen to crime podcasts and I don't murder anybody.
So. You just said you went to Goodwill and put people in jars and you killed someone's cat.
No,
so that's what's happened on this podcast.
No,
this is now a crime podcast.
No.
She
found the cat already dead.
You assume. She never clarified she found it already dead.
Maybe it was dying.
It also didn't have a collar. So
whoa, see, right there. She killed a cat.
No, I refuse to believe it.
Which again, on this podcast, I'm okay with. Chris Burns said, I will never leave the reptile hobby. I will have reptiles until I'm gone, but someday I will have to make the decision to stop breeding and cut back to a handful of pets and leave all the Facebook groups. David Kelly.
Wait.
What?
I don't understand why leaving the Facebook groups
resist the temptation. The temptation be too strong.
No.
Like leave the group so that you don't get any more?
I think he's talking about leaving the Facebook groups because of the drama.
Oh, okay.
That's how most people leave and stuff.
I'm not on any of the reptile Facebook groups or anything, just because it's too much. It's people asking simple questions and then people getting bashed for asking the question or not knowing the answer or not doing this or that or whatever. Well,
the problem is they're getting bashed by the person that's kept that animal for a month.
Yeah.
Right.
They're not even getting bashed by someone who actually has done it for decades.
Yeah.
Because all those people left the fucking groups. So there's no one there left. David Kelly said the breeder side, yes. Owning a small group of meaningful animals, no. Our friend Danny said, I consider it. Expand. She wrote a little novel. I considered it once after the very sudden and unexpected passing of my first Leachianus gecko. Fafnir. What kind of name is Fafnir? Danny, you're fucking weird. He was absolutely incredible gecko, and I adored him. Losing him was devastating. I decided I couldn't live without him after seeing the faces of my other babies. I considered it again after a pet sitter killed a large number of my animals last year. Finding them was so traumatizing and was compounded by the severity of neglect also shown my dogs, though none of my dogs passed. At this point, it is those two things that didn't take me out of the hobby. If those two things didn't take me out of the hobby, then I don't think anything will. That's a lot of shit, Danny. I don't think I'd be trusting people. Slithering Oddities said, I don't think I could ever be out completely. I just enjoy keeping too much. It helps me get peace. I could see myself cutting back at some point, but not in the near future. I have too many things I would like to achieve. Our buddy Jason Miller-Radovich says, I doubt I would ever would or could. I've had reptiles for 29 years now. They're part of who I am. But if you do, Jason, I would gladly take all of your Russian Sambos. I'm just saying, if they had to go somewhere, I'll find a room for them.
I'll take all the leopard stuff, all the albino leopard stuff. And
there we go. See? Sold. No, Jason, you know what? You should get out of the hobby. Just get out of the hobby right now. You've peaked. It's time to go. Our friend Robin Williamson said, I won't ever completely step away, but I might downsize just a pet or 2 million to take a breather. I'm trying to roll the screen with my thumb. It's not a touchscreen, Katie. Still not a touchscreen. 10 minutes after I realized it wasn't a touchscreen.
I forget mine at school is a touchscreen, and I'll go to touch it because mine is not. And then I'm like, what the crap? Why is it moving? And then I'm like, oh, yeah.
Witchcraft.
Yeah.
Scott Borden said, not completely. I will always at least have 2 to 5 pets, even if I got out of the rest of the hobby from the breeder side. I don't think I'd still only even if I got out as a breeder, 2 to 5 seems small. Kristen said, I have before. I left the hobby for a few years because I was burnt out. I had some bad stuff happen and gave up, and I came back, but I could see myself leaving it again someday. Old Sajak from the nether regions said, I don't think so. Eventually, I think I will keep less animals and stop breeding, but I will always keep some reptiles. Kyle Graff said, I already did, and it took the death of my mom, my boa I had for 26 plus years, and brother. Jesus Christ, man. I don't want to go back to that because I didn't have any passion in my life for a full 1.5 years. I'm very thankful to have my new family, especially my hog nose. Specifically, my hog nose was a spark that reignited my passion. And then Todd Autry said, I guess the two things that would keep him, age and laziness were the two things that would cause him to do it. So, Jesus Christ, Jason said he has 64 Russians right now. I'll find room for him, man. It's I got it.
Find space.
Those don't count if they're given to you.
That is not how snake math works. If it is given to you, it is still a mouth in this house that you are responsible for feeding.
Not if it's given to you.
No.
If it's free.
Nothing is free.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Currently, my two Russian Sambos I currently have were.
So the next time that I want to get something, and I tell you, but it's not going to cost me anything.
No, this is snake math.
Let's talk about this, James. Your two Russian Samboas. You have a Dumeril's boa that you got for free.
Yeah.
You have Motley that I gave you for free.
Yep. So I don't have a lot of snakes actually. See?
Yeah.
Those things don't even count. Snake math and fabric math aren't the same. I don't think you took that. You didn't do well in math in high school if you don't realize that.
Oh yeah.
If they're given to you, they don't count.
Oh God.
Just like that big berm. It didn't count.
Yeah. They have a giant berm.
That for free, didn't you, JT?
Yep.
You're welcome.
I bet it counts to Cali.
It's funny because I called him and was like, "Hey, JT, do you want an 18-foot berm for?" Yes, before I could even.
No.
He was like, "Yes." I was like, "Well, you got to go to Conroe to get it. Get me a phone number," and he got it that day.
And then now his kids sleep outside, and the berm has their room.
Hey, let's not start stuff like that.
Oh, so shit! I don't need CPS showing up. That's not true.
That is not how this works.
The kids sleep in the cage with the snake, and he lays next to him every night and sizes
exactly. He sizes them up.
He hasn't eaten for months, and he lays right next to them. I had a coworker who tried to just. There was the story I heard, and before she even started, said, "Stop! I know what it is." She goes, "No," I said, "Stop!" I said, "Let me explain the entire story before you say it." I explained everything, and she goes, "Yeah, but no, I think that's real." I was like, "It's not fucking real. It hasn't been real for 20 years. It's not fucking real."
Well, what I always like to say is, so do you think a snake in the wild goes up next to, a rabbit and says, "Hey, Mr. Rabbit, can you lay still so I can see if you'll fit in my stomach?"
Don't move.
Hey, Mr.
That's
Rabbit.
what I used to say too in programs. I would explain it just like that when somebody would ask me that.
And I'm not even going to explain that
And
story.
it wasn't ever even kids. It was always old people or people that were older than me that were like, "No, you're wrong." I'm like, "No, you're old and you're ignorant and you're wrong."
Look, I'm not even going to explain that story on the podcast because if you're listening to this podcast, you're in at least one reptile group and you've heard it.
Yeah.
You already heard that story 20 million times. Fucking hate people. Anyways.
Well, I did not tell JT this, but the coworker that shares an office with me, when she found out you were getting that snake and she brought that up and she's like, "Well, I hope it doesn't try to size him up." And I was like, "Get the fuck out. You're fired. You can't work for me anymore."
Fucking hell.
His name's Stefan.
Stefan, yeah.
I love that. That's fabulous.
So, JT, what's y'all's answer to this question? Do you think you could ever leave the hobby completely?
So, me personally, no. I enjoy that a lot of the people said they don't see leaving the hobby as far as the animals, but they see leaving the people. That kind of seems like that was pretty common across the board, and that's been the hardest part of being in it for so long. If you count the retail pet store side of it, I've been doing this for 18 years. So, and I've had one reptile for that whole 18 years. Even in college, I had my corn snakes in the closet. So, I don't think I can ever do it, and I don't think I ever will, unless I don't think I will. But anywho, other than cutting back, like people said, but
I feel like because you were in retail, you've put up with more crap than people just online have put up with. And if you can get through that, you can pretty much deal with anything online.
Yeah, that's true.
I just realized that my microphones are plugged into the wrong thing.
Are they not recording?
No, they're recording. I just realized that mine's plugged into yours. So when I've muted you or muted me, I've been muted the wrong person. Y'all talk amongst yourselves while I fix our microphone.
Why? Just
Goodness. Callie, you can answer
I'm
the
over here
question.
torching.
We're back. I got it.
You're torching.
Yeah, look.
Oh.
I can do that too.
No, stop.
Oh,
You're going to catch something
I
on
can go get
fire.
mine.
Cleaning
Did
up this
you
little bone
know-
dragon.
Did you know that marshmallows
Nice.
will burn in the microwave
Yeah.
and your house will smell like that for like 3 days?
Yeah, it
Yeah.
fucking sucks.
Did you know you can cook eggs on your hot plate of your 3D printer?
Why do you
Did
know
you know
that?
that you shouldn't?
Why?
was
Why
on
do you
TikTok.
know that?
It was on TikTok. So
Okay.
it's definitely.
See, I don't have a TikTok.
100 degrees Celsius. I don't know.
Callie, could you ever leave the hobby, or would you have to leave JT to leave the hobby? Here's a question:
It would have to be that.
What I
Could you
How
ever-
many reptile-related tattoos do you
Could
have?
you ever leave JT? I guess is the question here. Let's see how serious we can get all of a sudden.
Stop. Because
I don't
that's the
know, a
other
lot.
thing. If you've got reptile-related tattoos, I feel like it's
for life.
literally ingrained into you. You can't leave it.
I'm with consensus with everyone else. Like, I mean, like I don't think I would ever not have any reptiles whatsoever, or any animals for that matter. Because I mean, like I have like my Cody's and like my other, like I help Lily with her hedgehogs and stuff. I really like the hedgehogs and the Cody's and stuff like that. So I'm also really pretty big into inverts too. But I have my Madagascar hognose. I will never probably ever not have at least a hognose snake. But the people, for sure. Like I get so irritated with people so quickly. So
You don't say, Callie.
I know it's hard to tell. But
You hide it so well when you're around people. So is your Mad Hog? Is it a giant Mad Hog?
yeah.
Okay. I love giant. It's the fastest eating snake I've ever taken care of in my entire life.
Have you had false water cobras?
No. Does it eat faster than giant hogs? Giant hogs are quick.
They all are. All those bigger colubrids just eat fast.
Yeah.
I love my corn snakes. I've got small corn snakes that do that too now. Like they eat super fast.
Mhm.
Robert, you go. I mean, you kind of left but didn't leave, so you go.
I still have tortoises.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
That's
you gotta
the thing. You never are truly out. You always have something.
Well,
like
I also did not do it voluntarily.
Yeah. Giant life change.
Right.
Hey, can we celebrate one thing on here? Can we celebrate it?
My
Can we
divorce is
celebrate,
final.
Robert's divorced. Ding dong, the witch is. She's not dead, but
No, too bad.
Stop, both of you.
no, you can't tell Robert. That's bullshit. He gets to say whatever he wants.
Say whatever he wants, not on a live podcast.
If he feels like saying it on a live
No,
podcast,
no,
I agree with you, Miss Katie.
It could be an hour or 3 months from now, but at some point he will be like, I'm glad Katie stopped me. You might not like me now, but that's okay.
I mean, she's gonna
I
catch
can
an
deal with
STD, and if it,
God, Robert, I can't believe you would say that about that bitch.
Stop. We do not bash people on the podcast.
She's
That
not
is
a
my
person.
rule.
She's not a person.
It doesn't matter.
She's like a Canadian. They're not real people anyway. So.
Oh goodness! All right,
That's
call
all
out the
right.
whole country.
Not a real country, anyways.
all done.
I got
Look
that
at that.
reference.
That's cool.
That is so weird.
Yeah. Now, the
So it
thing
just
to
like
do
sits
is,
on a bookshelf, or
yeah,
Like in
you put
between,
it
in between books.
Bookends or in between books.
and it just looks like it's coming out at you.
The thing
So I
to
didn't-
do is like give it to my sister and have her paint it. Accurately.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, your sister would
So-
knock that out of the park.
Yeah. Yeah.
Jason, you can figure out who we're talking about. Bitch ain't around no more. Anyways, I didn't realize the other day until I guess maybe I'd heard it at one point, but I forgot that the new Pennywise was a Skarsgård. Scars, how do you say that name?
Oh yeah, a younger brother.
Although I can only ever think of the older brother from True Blood,
Yeah.
and he was naked a lot in True Blood, unfortunately. But so was she.
Unfortunately for who?
Anna Paquin was naked a lot. That's the only way Anna Paquin is palatable as an actress is if she is nude.
Her accent was so bad in that show.
Her acting is so bad and everything.
We watched it the other day for the well, I watched it for the first time.
There's no
She's
way it was
watched
Callie's first time.
Yeah.
She's a horrible actress, isn't she? Just god awful.
Jeez.
Her and Kristen Stewart should do a movie together to see who could be the worst.
No.
Could you just imagine? Anna Paquin fucked up the character of Rogue so bad in X-Men. So bad. They haven't even tried to revisit it. And all the remakes of stuff like nah, we're just gonna leave that shit out. It's fine.
Rogue's not existent.
Which is sad because I do really like.
See, the key is rewatching it right now.
Mm.
If you can get past all the accents are fucking horrible in there.
Here's what I want to know: why is his picture on IMDb is him in his underwear? I'm here for this.
Oh, the other brother was in one of the Viking shows.
There are 4 of them.
Well, the dad's famous too. He's been in Thor. He's been in a bunch of shit. He's Dune.
Yeah.
Yep.
So,
I didn't realize there were 4.
They're like Scandinavian Baldwins.
Mhm.
I saw a clip the other day.
Sweden.
They were interviewing. It's not Macaulay. What's the one younger than Macaulay Culkin?
Kieran.
Kieran.
They're interviewing Kieran. They said, "Who do you think would win in a fight between the Culkin brothers and the Skarsgård brothers?" He's like, "They'd kill us. Are you fucking kidding?"
He was like straight up honest. He was like, "We would die in 5 seconds."
Like even if you
Why
tied
are
one
we
arm
having
behind
this
their back, we'd probably
conversation?
still lose. Like, that's,
Mm.
oh
Right.
man, like they're fucking Vikings, and the other ones are the Culkins. They're just short little. Oh, anyways.
So yeah,
I
so
love
the
that
dad
Righteous
acts.
Gemstones got Macaulay to do a cameo type role.
When does that come back?
Like next week.
What's his name's in it? Whatever Scott from Stifler.
Yeah.
He's gonna be in this season.
Sean William Scott.
Sean William Scott's in it. You know what else comes back this fucking month?
Reacher.
Oh yeah.
So excited.
Yeah, if you're tuning in for the first time on this podcast and you're wondering why we're not talking reptiles, because that's not this podcast.
Nope.
So
The gumbo.
It's
everything's
reptile
in it.
centric. Everything we talk about comes from our love of
There were
reptiles.
snakes on an episode of Reacher.
Yeah,
That
probably a
counts.
ball python that they called a viper or something.
there were snakes on a plane. Anyways,
Dude,
Of course.
it's so telling too that when we went and saw Beetlejuice, and y'all were
Oh.
sitting in front of me and Mandy and Joe and her friend,
yeah,
and no, it was Megan and her husband. Joe and her friend were sitting by y'all,
Mhm.
and they said something about poisonous snakes, and we all just looked at each other,
Oh yeah.
and
Yeah.
Mandy's just
She
like,
got
"What?"
bit.
Well, and
Got
what?
bit, and then
yes.
and then she said, "So they're poisonous," and I was like, "Venomous."
Yes.
they're poisonous. You
The
don't fucking
best
die.
part is that Joe's friend that went with us is not a reptile person, and she even looked at Joe and was like, "That's wrong." And Joe was like, "Good job." I was like, "She's been around us enough. She knows."
Well, and you would think with them making a movie and all of the watching and rewatching and like all of the like clips that they're supposed to be catching all of these mistakes, how do they not?
Somebody
Catch
would've
that.
noticed it.
Because that is one of the most common mistakes made.
Now, look, I have heard the argument from non-Americans and non-English speaking Americans that there is not a word for venomous,
So the translation, yeah.
that it's the same word for both.
Oh.
But fuck it, that movie's in English and it's made in America. Get that shit right.
Yeah.
Hey, if you drink venom, does it become poisonous?
I think it only affects you if you have like a cut
Yeah,
somewhere.
we know.
Oh.
He wasn't being serious.
Katie,
My
we may
bad.
not talk reptiles on this podcast, but we all understand them. Shit.
Just in case you don't. That's what I'm here for.
Well, it's like on
Yeah.
Naked and Afraid. They always show like a cottonmouth in the Amazon.
Don't even get me
God
started.
damn, they should have ball
James
python in the Everglades.
Bitches so much about that show and their
But you know-
B-roll footage.
A ball python could be in the Everglades. I'm sure there's some loose ones down there.
Yeah, this was
But-
not, though.
To show like they're in the Amazon and they show a corn snake, I'm like, what the fuck? That's not even close, guys.
Did I watch the new Channing Tatum movie on Prime? What's the new Channing Tatum movie on Prime? I don't know.
I don't remember the last time I watched
I
a
don't
movie
keep
with
track of
Channing
that.
Tatum in it.
I just watched This Is the End last night, and he's in it.
He is
Here's
in
my
that movie.
phone.
Yeah,
So that was it's funny watching the interview with Seth Rogen about that one,
yeah.
where they're like he texted him whatever, and then he got right back to him. And then Channing Tatum in an interview was like, I was drunk as fuck. I didn't realize I said yes until I'd already said yes.
Yeah. But he loves doing cameos. He does cameos in so many movies.
Oh yeah, with Sandra Bullock. Is that the one where they get kidnapped and he has to go save her?
Oh, I wanted to see that. We could
watched it
totally
together.
watch. No, I haven't seen that one. You watched it without me, or you watched it with your girlfriend? It was not me.
Maybe my girlfriend. My kids asked me how to make soup. Hold on. Continue the conversation, Katie.
Oh, that's Joe's cooking dinner, but she's not
Making
using the
soup?
microwave, so I don't think anything will catch on fire this time. That's how she met me outside the other day. She walked
Catch me
outside,
outside. What?
met me before I got out of the car, and she goes, "Nothing is on fire." And I was like, "That's a great way to start the conversation." And she was like, "The back door's open. I have fans going. The smoke is leaving the house." And I'm like, "So something was almost on fire." Yeah.
The
it was
movie is
great.
called Blink Twice.
Blink twice.
Oh,
Maybe
no.
that's not the one I'm thinking of.
That's not
Is
the
that
one I'm
it?
thinking of.
What's the one I'm thinking?
That one looked creepy as crap. I don't do those kind of movies. I don't do scary movies.
Wait, Channing Tatum's in a scary movie?
Well, I think it's a suspense.
All right, now
But
I'm
I don't
confused on what
like
movie
those
I
either.
watched. I'm not talking about the one where it was.
You're talking about the one with Daniel Radcliffe in it.
That's right. We're Daniel
I
Radcliffe's the
wanted to
bad
watch
guy.
that and haven't seen it yet.
That's
So
right.
you didn't
Tatum
watch it with
and-
me.
Sandra Bullock did The Lost City.
Yes, that's
That's
the one I
I'm
wanted to
talking
see.
about, right?
I haven't seen that. And yes,
Yeah.
you apparently watched it with someone else.
And it's got Brad Pitt and Daniel Radcliffe in it.
That's the one I wanted to see. It looked funny.
Maybe.
They're like lost in the jungle.
Yeah.
hmm
Anyways.
It's a rom-com.
Okay. Anyways, I got sidetracked there. Oh, you know what we haven't looked at in about a century is our discussion page.
I posted stuff on it the other day.
I know, but we haven't looked at it in like easily a month and a half.
It's active.
Oh, it's active.
Yeah.
We just haven't actually gone and like talked about it in forever. So, man,
You know, I just looked it up. We haven't had Sean on the podcast since Halloween of 2023.
This has to not be updated. I'm just saying. I feel like the grants have been on within the
No,
last
they
year.
haven't.
No, they
Grants
definitely
are not.
they have not.
JT pouts
We
about
had
it at work
the
all the
marmoset
time.
and everything. We had the little marmoset. We had just gotten him that day.
Who is Fabio from Book Covers, Jason?
They had just gotten cell phone service where they lived in Oklahoma when we did it, remember?
I do remember that.
Computers
now.
just existed when
They had just run lines out and hydroelected up the whole state. So
We did have to go to our. I did have to go to the in-laws' house to get their internet though, because our
I
internet.
remember
didn't
that.
work.
I do remember. Okay, maybe it has been that long.
It has been. We all know it has, Katie. It's like snake math. Everybody else is right and you're wrong.
Yeah.
This is unacceptable. I climbed the stairs for this shit. Which is not easy right now. I want to go normal and I don't like it.
Okay. Let me share this screen and we'll go through a bunch of stuff. Maybe.
That's the present button.
That's the button I want.
Share
That's the button I
screen.
want. That's the
I think stuff's in the way. You can't see
because of the
screen.
cameras here. All right. So Jesus Christ. where's
Make
that?
it look, make it big.
That's what she said.
Stop it.
Hold on.
Didn't.
All right. What do you mean make it? Oh,
Make our screen big again.
make
No.
make it right again?
Up here at the top. And then click the square.
Yo, that's gonna take away the chat.
I don't need to see the chat right now.
All right,
I
fuck
need to
y'all.
see what's on the screen.
All right. So let's see. Going through this. Trying to see how far back. This is like December, beginning of December. Jason had some Viper boas. I don't think we ever talked about that on here.
Those are neat.
Little Viper boas. I don't even know. I can't see Jason in the chat, but whenever we get back to the chat, since someone may put it away, let me know how the Viper boas are going. So, Eastern Box Girl gets her shell repaired with a horse placenta. What the fuck? I didn't read that one. Eastern Box Girl gets her. You got to read that at some point, Katie, and tell me the.
I
Cliff
feel like I
notes.
did read this, but there's been a lot that has happened since December.
Oh, this is the.
We talked about the map.
I talked about
We're gonna keep scrolling. We don't want to talk about maps
Hey,
anymore.
Katie, what
Nope.
state?
Scroll, bitch.
Oh, that's cool. It's the difference between bellowing between American and Chinese alligators. I feel like there's a joke in there somewhere, and that's gonna just
You're not gonna continue that sentence?
what?
We're an hour and 9 minutes in.
What? I don't
James
know.
has a Chinese alligator.
Downstairs in the kitchen.
Yeah, he only fucking eats mice now. I was gonna order some button quail the other day, and goddamn bird flu has me screwed because I looked at Rodent Pro and they had 0 button quail.
I didn't even think about that affecting those.
I was like, oh, I want because Chris was like, we can give him chicken with bone, but I'm like, he's too small for any sort of chicken and bone combination I could find. But button quail would work. No fucking button quail. So if anybody locally knows where I can get some button quail, I need some button quail.
I can reach out.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, they might have some.
Oh, that's true. But that's not
Or
local to me.
Laura.
But I'm your local link.
I was about to say we
That's
have
true.
connections.
That's true.
Is that yours?
No, Jason ripped me off.
I was about to say, wait a minute.
Jason stole this
That's
idea.
not our wall.
No, he stole this idea from me. So in between my racks, I have a cutting board that I use as an extra shelf, which is wonderful when you're trying to do water bowls or clean tubs. And it slides right inside that little slot between the 2 racks. And he did it. It's been wonderful. Also, in the chat, Jason, whenever we get back to it, tell me what you think about it, how it's been working out for you, since I'm not allowed to look at the chat. What the fuck am I looking at? This is neat. Someone accidentally refrigerated a frog for 3 days. It dried out to a shocking extent and then came back to life once it was placed in water. That is the most fucking confused frog on earth. Because you got to wonder, where did they... Is he native to there and that happened? Or did he get packed in something?
Some things.
That frog basically time traveled.
Yes.
He was cryogenic and frozen.
I noticed a swamp smell emanating from my fridge.
I'm not reading all that, but that's fucking nuts. Oh, look, I have dinner. Is that for me or mom?
Hey, look, James.
Look.
Coil Designs.
Coil Designs. It's amazing.
Look at the
Amazing
little
3D, folks.
Rudolph.
This is one of my first things I printed that I was super excited about because I made it look like Rudolph, and then I sold it and I was sad when it was gone. Is it hot?
It's very hot.
Well, she just cooked it.
Is it hot?
Our daughter cooked us soup for
She
dinner.
made us dinner.
I'm hoping that it's not gonna make me vomit. We'll find out. Hey, we get us a drink.
Please.
I'm not
don't.
tipping you, by the way. This is
Coke Zero.
dun 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 going up. It's going.
Where the hell is Corey at right now? Africa?
This might be better than yours.
I doubt it. Bert, saltwater reptile star of Crocodile Dundee, dies at over 90 years old. Who is Bert?
Did I know this?
That's not Bert, though. Is Bert the
I
crocodile?
think that's the crocodile. It says saltwater reptile star. So I'm assuming the crocodile from the movie died.
The crocodile died, not Paul.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's old news. That came out like 2 months ago.
Yeah, this is all from December. Rare footage of a tarantula giving birth. Well, you mean laying eggs, but it's gross. God, that comes out all liquidy
That's
and
impressive.
That is so
that's
cool.
the biggest weight loss program I think I've ever seen. Jesus.
That is awesome.
It's like me after a cup of coffee.
Just
What?
straight yellow liquid.
And then that's where all the babies are.
Well, they're not babies yet. Well, it depends. You're
Look at
Catholic, so I
that.
guess they are babies right now.
Stop it. See an
Uh,
eyeball.
Louisiana Zoo hatches first ever parenti lizards.
Who shared that? Oh,
Or LA. Is that LA Zoo or Louisiana Zoo?
LA.
LA.
Oh, I was gonna say I can. They don't exist over there. Going through. Oh, it's crocodile alligator thing.
We read
Nerodia for men. There you go. That JT would love that.
what did we read? Oh, we read a compare and contrast article that was all about alligators and crocodiles. It was great. Because one of my kids made a reference to the picture of you and KP that I have on my paparazzi wall.
KP, by the way, is my Chinese alligator that's downstairs.
Uh-huh.
Went ahead and said it.
Mm-hmm.
He's not your Chinese alligator.
Oh, shut your mouth.
He belongs to
Michigan
Christine.
woman's emotional support python found after crash on I-94.
Absolutely not.
So that's something that worries me all the time, honestly.
Traveling with animals?
Well, and especially now that we're doing a lot of the inverts, I've got, like African fat tail scorpions that actually you can die from, and stuff like that now in the car. So we put in deli cups, put in totes, make sure that, but it still worries me.
I worked a wreck one day where a lady went off in a big bar ditch and flipped her van, and she had a German Shepherd in there. And when I pulled up, the dog was running across the pasture, running away. It scared it so bad, and they never found that dog.
Yeah.
He just, I'm hoping he ended up in a nice home somewhere, but
It's really sad.
that shit scared the hell out of him.
They say that's one of the reasons why you should put your dog in a seatbelt.
Yep.
So that if you're in a car accident, it will stay until help gets there.
Yep.
My dog would look at me and just laugh.
If Millie couldn't lay down, no. Millie would want none of that. He doesn't know James very well if he thinks you're swimming in anything.
Nathan posted a picture. It's a alligator crawling up out of the water. It's probably the only body of water James would swim in. No, it's 100% water I would not fucking swim in.
If it's not a swimming pool, he's not getting in it.
I love alligators, but they're better in the water than me. Some of them are probably better on land than me. So
I would totally get in that water. Just throwing that out there.
The Happy New Year's thing. Oh, here's my 2 surprise litters of Samboas.
Ooh.
I know.
Which you don't.
What?
Do you still have those?
Yes.
What'd you sell?
I sold the first of 3 litters of Samboas, and I didn't sell all of them. I sold a chunk of them. I still have a lot of them.
Okay.
I just cranked the temps up on the rack, so hopefully they'll start eating. It looks like a falsie going crazy. What the fuck?
That's a male chasing himself.
Mm-hmm.
He's really that's how male just
That's funny.
Masturbate. The female's there, so you can see the female. You can smell her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I've had corns do that.
He's sitting off to the side, like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Jesus Christ.
That's funny.
Just getting it.
I will entertain you.
Here's a bunch of frogs hopping in the snow.
Mm-hmm. Annual
Alpine Frog Orgy.
Let's add that to our bucket list of places to go to.
The annual Alpine Frog
I
Orgy.
want to see lots of frogs in one place. I don't care if they're having sex. Let's go.
I mean, I'm all for going to watch the garter snakes have sex. This probably smells less bad.
Probably.
That water's got to be cold as hell. Just to think that frogs.
Look at
That's
that.
crazy. Glacial water, huh? Trying to see what. Oh, Jesus Christ! That turtle came through their windshield.
It was like a real life Mario.
Bowser just added it again. Fuck. That turtle's unfazed. That's how fucking bulletproof those things are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was talking about this at a show this weekend with Joe or maybe Brittany or whoever it was. The problem with turtles is that they're bulletproof and they can deal with so much shit, which is why so many of them are kept alive way longer than you would think.
Mm-hmm.
And in horrible conditions. We talked about people buying like a regular slider and just throwing it in a 10-gallon tank and going, I did it. And I'm like, yeah, they'll live in that for forever because I mean, they'll look like shit, but
they shouldn't have to live like that, but they will.
I mean, look at sulcatas.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Look at how many sulcatas are so fucked up. I want this, by the way.
That's really cool.
We could 3D print those.
There you go, James.
That's true. We could do that. It's a toilet for those that are listening to the radio. This is horrible radio. I know. It's a toilet paper dispenser, but it's a frog, and the toilet paper comes out of his mouth.
That's kind of fun.
There's a picture of a crocodile. There's a picture of a big ass snake.
It's indigo.
There's a picture of someone being bit by a boa.
Oh, yikes.
And they went to the emergency room when you could have just poured some alcohol or something on it, but whatever. Nathan posted a picture of the dumbest looking snakes on earth, which I want.
You love those things.
Fucking love Arabian sand boas. Look how goofy that
Have you finished? Is that your last one, James?
No, I still got to get. I got to get another Saharan. That's the point.
Oh,
I thought we had a Saharan.
We did. It did not make it.
Oh, so sorry.
it was a captive baby though.
It was.
Mean to bring up some. These are idiots. Don't put your large tortoise in your bathroom. The toilet will lose. Moron.
Speaking of tortoises, JT, since he moved to Texas, also has 3 extra tortoises at his house.
Yep.
4 extra tortoises. I've had 4 extra tortoises at his house.
You
My
always
mom-
forget the little one.
My mom randomly texts me and she's like, I want proof of life. I'm like, Mom, they're fine. They're with trusted people. And she's like, but I miss them. I'm like, well,
I'll send her a picture of all 11 of them together in the
I'm
in
like,
the barn
they're fine.
and say, here you go.
Speedy's less of an asshole now that he's at your place than he was at my place.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Well, because Fred's a lot bigger than he is.
Yeah.
Put
all
him
it
in his
takes.
place, Fred. What
That's all it takes. Fred just
All right.
looks at him.
the hell is that?
Thorny Devil and Rocky Talkie needs to make these.
That is wicked looking.
We have the
Can you
horn lizard,
have
which I need to
that
make.
in real life?
No, it's in Australia. There's no. way
Oh,
we're
just
getting it.
kidding then.
We don't get cool Australian shit.
Mm-mm.
This is neat. Look, this is Reptilandia. That's their bull snake digging a burrow.
Yep.
That's really cool behavior to watch. Stick their head in, they scoop the sand behind their neck, and then they pull it out.
Look at that.
I know exactly where that's at.
So entertaining.
Which display that is.
That's an awesome one. There's a bunch of sea turtles being released because we had Texas Sea Life Center on. They just released some turtles the other day.
I was going to say
Sean
they did the other day. Sean and his family got to help do that. The Houston Zoo also did release some sea turtles.
Yeah,
I would probably openly sob the whole time. I'm just going to throw that out there. I don't think I could do that and be emotionally acceptable to be around people.
Here's some of the
just gonna throw that out
the
there.
Rocky Talkie designs because we'd had Rob on, so I posted some of the designs that I had done, which they're cool, but man, those take forever. But they're awesome. We're gonna go right past that one. Oh, Jeff Corwin got put in the hospital because of ants. Wasn't it ants?
Click on that and bees. He's allergic to bees.
Bees.
He was stung. They were looking for snakes.
They're in the Everglades looking for snakes, and he got stung by
bees. He
bees.
got stung by a bee. And he's highly allergic.
Oh, Katie found
There's our
these
year for
snake
snake
cups
cups.
at by the way, if anybody didn't realize, it's the Chinese year of the snake. So you're gonna find lots of cool shit this year. So buy it now while it's the year of the snake.
Yes. Starbucks had lots of cute stuff. I still don't have one in my life.
Oh, what I'm talking about. This says it's got a picture of an alligator in the snow. It says if you're cold, they're cold. Bring them inside. I did. It's in my kitchen. There's an alligator in my kitchen.
We have a giant quilt covering the window now so that we kept out some more cold.
Yeah, since our last show, we had snow.
Mm-hmm.
Did y'all get snow, JT?
Like a dusting.
Yeah, we did not.
We had like 8 inches.
It was not a dusting.
We were at school for 2 extra days. It was great.
Crocodiles can grow up to 18 feet. Most only have 4. Oh.
Joe loves that movie.
Walking with Dinosaurs.
Well, she likes it's not really a cartoon, but it's not really
CGI.
Yeah. But this one is supposed to be like more of a live action thing.
See, there's the free snake.
Math.
If I trade 2 snakes for 1 snake, I got rid of 2
Look at
snakes.
the comments on that. See if anybody else has added lately.
Jack says then he got rid of 2 snakes. Robert.
Click view more answers.
I can't. It's not working. But everybody else agreed. Thousands of endangered tortoises are rescued in Madagascar after their sanctuary is flooded.
That was sad.
Crazy.
That's crazy.
They lost a lot too. Like they were able to save.
Rescued over 10,000 critically endangered tortoises.
Yes. I mean, there were still several that died in the flood, but they were able to save.
That's insane.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, these are we had our friends from Crafty Gargoyle on and took some pictures of their awesome artwork they sell. That is some of the coolest 3D printed stuff that's out there. If you're looking for art for your house, your snake room, check out Crafty Gargoyles. We had them on the episode last week.
Love that jumping spider.
But go take a look at their stuff, and it is so cool in person, and it's all 3D printed.
Mm-hmm. And she actually, speaking of designing, she designs a lot of her stuff because she has that background.
Designs almost all like
what machine is Gonzo running?
Bamboo, I think.
Bamboos.
Yep.
Yeah, he went to Micro Center last Conroe and got some because they were on sale.
Yeah, he has P1Ss.
Those are fun eyeballs.
Oh, it's a crocodilian. I need to do that as a quiz or whatever.
Oh, fun. Look.
What the fuck is?
It's a 3-eyed albino turtle.
Ugh.
It's so little.
See, that's something that if you put dead in a jar, you get a ton of money for. God, that is fucking creepy.
It is, but
I'd give him
Don't
tons of
scratch
money for it now.
look at that.
I can't watch that. That's
Jesus. He has that thing with the weird holes.
That thing caudal luring? Yeah.
yeah. It's a good boon. Caudal luring. Caudal luring.
That's cool.
That is
Just reach in
cool.
there and touch it.
What?
Yeah.
Look at that.
It's just waving to you.
Uh-huh. That's a really pretty
It'll
gaboon.
give you the hurt juice, but it's albino hurt juice. So
Yeah, so it's not going to hurt you, right? Albino hurt juices.
No.
Safe.
No.
This was cool. It was like a melanistic tiger that Jack
Yeah.
posted. It was a lot darker.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, look, alligators at our house.
Do we still have those?
No, I sold this. Florida man sweeps away a large crocodile at the pool.
Oh yeah.
Oh
Look
shit,
at
that is a crocodile.
Let's just come tap it on its butt. He's gonna take out the tree in the process.
It's a saltwater crocodile. It's not even an alligator.
Bye bye. Look, he don't care. So there's a clip. They turned it into, hold on, stop scrolling. They turned it into a meme, and it's like how regular boys handle my attitude versus how my man handles my attitude. And it's on a golf course, and you see these like people freaking out about the alligator on the golf course. And then one of the professionals just walks up and like taps it on the leg, and it like goes off into the pond that it's sitting next to. It's funny. Anyways, now you can keep scrolling.
I was eating.
I know. That's
My favorite is the old man on the golf course. For some fucking reason, decides he's going to throw his sweater on top of the alligator in a ditch.
No.
And then jump on it, and then the alligator just reach around and like tries to grab his arm.
I have not seen this video.
Yeah.
I have to find this video now.
Like there's absolutely watching that. There's absolutely no fucking reason for this. Like, I don't know, 75-year-old man
Octogenarian.
to jump on the back of a full-grown alligator.
And he uses no speed.
No speed at all.
Slow motion.
It's like he threw the sweater on top of him, like as if he's like, oh yeah, the alligator understands what I'm doing. We're good. And then he got lucky that the alligator didn't kill him. South Florida, we're showing a crocodile. That crocodile's face looks fucked up. Does that not look weird to y'all? Like that is. I've seen American croc.
That looks like a weird Cybertruck.
Cyber croc.
That's what it actually is.
Picture of a cobra killing a retic, killing the cobra. Nobody won this fight.
Okay, so when I Googled the alligator video, I found Cody Gribble's encounter where he just walks up and like taps it on the back of the tail and it goes off in the water.
My favorite is the guy who in Florida who had the alligator trying to get it with the trash can.
Here it is. I found it. Narrowly escapes sharp jaws. No, sir. No, sir.
Now I gotta go back and find out where's the last thing.
Oh, there's like footage of this guy with other reptiles. Like he's a reptile guy. That's apparently why he did it.
That old guy?
Yeah.
He's not a very good reptile guy.
No.
Nothing in what he did is
nothing
the
in this
way.
video is like.
Yeah, he's lucky that it like just.
I'm gonna
grabbed,
share this. I'm gonna share this to our discussion page.
Yeah.
What?
Jason said he had 2 litters of vipers this year. He's working on getting them to feed, and he has 7 that are on mice right now. That's awesome.
That's big.
Cold Blooded Cafe. Oh, so I'm assuming that's the quail. I'll have to check them out. Oh, you never told me, Jason, how you liked the extra drawer on your rack. You have to get back and tell me that. Anyways, so now we finally caught up on everything on our. There's a whole lot of shit on there. We caught up on all of it. How's everybody doing?
I'm posting this video.
Good.
JT, what do you have printing right now?
So 150% alligators. I've got an all gold one, and then Yep. I'm doing the coffin things for her, and then on the Cobra Max, I'm doing a 200% alligator first, and that's the first print other than a benchy on it. So hopefully it looks all right.
It's funny. You're trying to print 200% alligator, and I printed the smallest fucking duck on earth.
Yeah,
Which I think is over there on your computer.
No, it's not. I don't see it. It flew away.
Because it's so small, you lost.
I need you to print some dicks that size, James.
I found my duck.
Some little dicks that size. Like
Little dicks this size?
yes. I will go just sprinkle them around at the show. Throw them at people when they walk by.
Don't
Flick
be a dick. Oh, God.
Miller Evans said he said it's an awesome addition, the drawer on his, or the shelf on his thing. He says he doesn't have to set shit on the floor and bend over to pick it up anymore. Yeah, because that part sucks.
I built Michael Pinnell a couple of racks a couple of years ago he had me build a shelf in the middle. And I did them with the little lip so when they slide out, they stop and they don't accidentally come all the way out.
It's an awesome thing to have. You don't realize it's small things like that in the reptile room that you don't realize make working in a reptile room much easier.
Yeah.
Having a cart to put stuff on also super
A
rad.
trash can on wheels.
My room's not big enough anymore to have a trash can on wheels.
Mm-mm.
I miss my old reptile room. This one sucks.
That was a nice room.
Yeah, this one sucks. But it's fine. It is for now. Carl said he sent his buddy a box of dicks. It's confetti dicks that pop out when you open the box.
Oh, goodness. Like the glitter bomb, but glitter dick bomb.
Eddie is the devil.
Remember when we
funny.
put the tire cocks on Andy's truck at Corpus?
Yeah.
Somebody drew a dick on my car,
Yeah, they did.
and then it sat there for 3 days at school because I didn't see it.
I've always got a Sharpie.
I 100% called Andy Hine and bitched him out first, though, because I thought it was him.
Did too, and then
I
admitted it.
called Sean, and Sean was like, "It wasn't me. I swear to you." I'm like, "Who drew this on my car?" And they're like, "I don't know." I never in a million years would have thought it was JT.
I would.
In his defense, he thought it was James's car, so that's the only reason he was not in trouble. It's like, no,
And it was
James
the
just
stick.
drives me around everywhere.
It was the size of the duck, anyways.
He was not that small.
That's what she said.
It's
The palm of my hand.
Jason said he built his shells with the stop in the back too. Also keeps them from drooping when all the way out. So I did 2 cutting boards glued together to make it stiff so it wouldn't drip. You don't want the drip either, but drooping is bad.
So it wouldn't be flaccid, is what you're saying.
Yes, need nice stiffy.
Nice and erect.
Oh,
Yeah.
Lord.
Just stick out there for everybody to see.
Those are medical terms, Katie.
Mm-hmm.
So I was in a meeting today and we were looking at presentations that we were going to do for a tutorial thing coming up, and the teacher that was giving it used a word I had never heard.
Okay.
Talking about cells through cell differentiation, when they go from 1 cell to 2 cells to 4 cells, and then eventually they fold in on themselves and become a fetus and all. It was invagination.
That's not a real word.
I don't know,
I'm Googling it.
but I told her, I was like, I will never use that word in a high school classroom
Nope.
ever.
You'd have so much fucking
But
snickering in the background.
A folding in of the cells on themselves is called invagination. I was like, fuck no. Me and
Invaginated, to be turned inside out or folded back on itself to form a cavity or pouch. It's a real word.
Oh, I know it's a real word, but me and one of the other guy teachers just couldn't stop laughing, and we're like, we're not
Nope.
using that word.
Nope.
I saw a guy that got hit by a motorcycle that was doing like 120 miles an hour one time, and he got invaginated.
Hey,
That shit
Callie,
turned
can
me
Use that in a
inside out.
sentence, please.
Callie, can you take some of those dead animals and invaginate them, please, and then put them in the jars?
Stop.
Oh, you have a baby sugar glider. You could invaginate it with its pouch.
There's everybody's word for the day. Find a way to work invagination into your everyday life.
It's not
Into
like
your
imagination.
Invagination.
No, that was
He
not
added
the
a
word.
sentence.
Invaginated, past tense.
You're telling me look up invagination and see if it shows up. It's a word now if it's
I
not.
already hit the backspace because I didn't want that sitting on my window.
Invaginate. That'd be
Invagination is the process of the surface.
Is that how they turn penises into vaginas?
What is this? I think that may be what this photograph is.
is that how?
No, that's an intestine.
What? That's not where you fuck.
Invagination intestinal.
That's.
So your
I mean, I got all
intestines.
up in your intestines. so that's what I'm
Look.
saying. You're not even holding your phone at me. Why would you? The fuck? That's what?
That's your intestine.
That's not my intestine.
No.
I don't have any invagination going on over here. All of my stuff is non-vaginated.
It forms a cavity.
See? That I'm telling you. That's how they make
Invagination,
it.
involution,
So it seems like that would be technically how they make
delimitation.
vaginas on guys. They'd have to invaginate something. So that word works pretty well in that case. Anyway,
It also refers to the state of being folded inwards or sheathed. I'm going down a rabbit hole now.
an invagination rabbit
To
hole.
fold or draw a tubular organ back within itself.
Ugh, that sounds. I just sound horrible.
A tubular organ.
Oh,
That thing does not fold back on itself. That's not.
Okay, that's enough of that.
All right, let's get to wrapping this up. We talked almost no reptiles today.
We talked about reptiles in jars.
Little inverts, a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh, and for those that don't know what a whip spider / whip scorpion is, if you've seen Harry Potter, you know what it is.
Mm-hmm.
You've seen it. The big goofy thing.
That's what I say. JT's got a tattoo of one.
I will say the cool thing about people getting those is like there's like a 0.5% chance of them actually getting hurt by it versus like a tarantula who could just like have a bad day and
You
bite.
can't get hurt by them. They can't bite, right, JT?
So they can pinch a little bit, but not enough to feel it really. I mean,
All right. I got to say something.
Oh God.
That show that we were vending this weekend. Yeah, hey, if you're in Houston area, come to the World Oddities Expo on Saturday from 11 to 7 at NRG and see us and all the cool oddities. But they're also having a tattoo convention there, and I'm thinking about getting my first tattoo.
Sweet.
What?
Maybe.
Do it.
I've already started texting my guy again, and he laughed and he goes, "Do we just need to have like a standing appointment for you? Because this is
Let's
the
do
third
it.
year in a
let's
row."
do a teardrop, Robert. Teardrop.
I need you to find a funny tattoo that is divorce related and get that.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to think of.
Okay.
I'm ready for another
We
one.
can figure something out.
Somebody fire up the Google machine.
Anybody listening to this, if you have a
I gotta
good
find out when I can get
good
another
tattoo
one.
idea for
Right
Robert
now?
to celebrate his divorce,
I don't know with my procedure I just had done.
Don't tell them about it.
I
You'll
mean,
be
I
all right.
think as long as I don't have it done on my right groin, I
Well,
think I'm okay.
which you're not.
Which I'm not.
So
I had to take a band-aid off by myself because my husband's a loser.
because I said I didn't want to hurt you.
A loser. I
like-
needed you to do one thing
She's
for
like,
me.
"Will you take the band-aid off?" I was like,
He
"No."
goes, absolutely not. It will hurt you. And I was like, no, it'll be fine. I just can't see what I'm doing.
And it would have hurt you.
And he goes, no. So what does he do? He falls asleep in the bed, and I had to do it by myself while he was snoring in my ear.
Says
One
the-
job, James.
Says the
One.
person who complains all the time when I don't
job.
fall asleep in bed with you.
One job.
Did you guys see the Snake Discovery cruise? I did not.
That sounds fun.
No, it
I'm going to
does
go on
not.
a cruise.
No, it does not sound that.
Ooh, that's a lot of kids.
It's a lot of kids.
No,
A lot
I
of
don't want to
kids.
take on that cruise.
Hey,
No.
I am booking that cruise tomorrow when I get paid.
Okay.
We need to.
So
James's
Oh, that
parents
one.
said that they would take one for the team and come watch Joe.
I'm putting the $100 down tomorrow when we get paid.
We can put $100 down.
Yeah.
I got $100.
Okay.
So it's $200 to me and you.
JT,
Or do you
Callie, it's in October. It's
It's a Reptile Gumbo podcast cruise, everybody.
It's $1,100
We
bucks
can
for two people for
totally
5
do
days.
that.
We can post the cruise on our
Oh
Facebook.
my
Everybody
gosh. Everybody come cruise.
on the Reptile Gumbo podcast cruise.
Oh, that would be fun.
We're going to it goes to
I don't even know.
Roatan.
No,
Sure.
Cozumel and
It's 5 days where I don't have to worry about anything.
Yeah,
What are
no,
you talking
Costa
about?
Maya and Cozumel. I think it's just two right there in the Yucatan.
We can
Yeah,
do
go to
something.
Monday in the wild.
We can do something reptile related down there.
So I guess I'm not going to go see Hogwarts for Halloween. That sucks. I'd wanted to go back to Universal.
So
but we
screw
could
Snake Discovery
instead.
Cruise. It's Reptile Gumbo podcast cruise.
Oh my God.
Nikia, you can
it-
you can be terrified of the ocean, but once you're on a boat, you don't even realize you're on the ocean.
I'm on a
No.
boat.
With my swim trunks, you know what it is? It's all the ice cream you can eat. Come on, Jason, you're coming with us.
Everybody.
Oh my God.
Going on a cruise. We're going on a ship on a.
I mean, I have a
Yes.
friend who's a travel agent that specializes in cruises. I could probably get her to put something together and get us really good deal if we got a few.
Reach
more
out to
people that
her.
wanna go.
We'll reach
I'm
out to her
going
and
to.
say, hey, we're looking at seeing if anybody else wants to go. And
On the Reptile Gumbo podcast cruise 2025.
hilarious.
Callie and John are going to go.
Or
Start
we
paying
can see
now.
what
It
it
costs
costs to fly to Costa Rica and rent a house for 5 days, 6
I
days.
No. Because I'm not saying in a house with people.
I don't want to have to cook.
No.
Yeah.
Good point.
Great-
The cruise
great
is the
thing about-
best because
I've
you
never
literally,
been on
like
a cruise either.
dry
It's
off
all
with your
done
towel
for
and
you.
throw it on the floor and then go do something and come back and there's a new clean one up there hanging up for
Yeah,
you.
it's all done for you.
Yeah.
It's really
Jason
good.
said Rotan's a short trip to Hog Island. Nice. Christina says she'll go.
See, we don't have to go. We don't have to go on any of the excursions. We can just make our own excursions that are herp related.
Just wander into a jungle and hope we get back in time.
Mm-hmm.
Don't miss.
Just make sure you're back on the boat when it departs.
Don't miss the
Right.
boat.
It's Nikki. I'm telling you. It's
But you're
not-
on your own little floating city.
It's on a giant boat. You don't even have to look at the water ever if you don't want to. Everything's in the middle if you want to. It's great. The piano bar is always fun to hang out at. Says the
You went
person.
to the comedy club a couple of times.
I never did the comedy club.
I totally thought you and
That was
Sam
your
went to
other
the comedy
boyfriend.
club.
That was your other boyfriend.
I didn't go to the comedy club.
No, your other boyfriend did.
Oh, maybe Sam and your mom went.
Possible. I don't think there was a comedy club.
Oh, I don't know then.
No, but we're going. Callie, John, don't second guess it. Just say yes. It's like
Just
drugs.
said you need to book it tomorrow.
So you've never been on. I'm telling you, it's so much fun because once you're on the boat, you never have to worry about anything. Everything's already paid for.
Mm-hmm.
So like, unless you want to go do the excursions, you got to pay for those. But like, once you're on the boat, one, it's all you can eat ice cream. Every time you walk by the cafeteria, get an ice cream cone. It's the best thing on earth.
Pistachio ice cream.
I doubt it. That sounds gross. Why would you eat gross
Do
ice
they
cream?
have old people ice cream? Is what
No.
he's asking.
No,
Those
they
are
don't
the
have.
only ice creams he likes.
I like
also-
butter pecan and pistachio.
What the fuck is wrong with you? That's how I know you're 70.
Butter pecan ice cream.
It's delicious.
It's also
Okay.
it's also all you can eat pizza. The pizza place on the cruise ship is always open, so you can always get pizza.
Yep.
It's the greatest, and they do like the shows and all that stuff. It's great. So we're doing it. Are we doing it? We're doing it. We're doing it and doing it and doing it and doing it well. Is Robert gonna see if he can find us a Reptile Gumbo podcast cruise deal?
We'll talk about it.
Oh, we're not talking about. We're doing it.
Okay.
I'm tired of talking about things and then not doing them. I'm just gonna do the shit.
Let's just do it.
Darren said ice cream and a boat. I would stay in the bathroom. It's all right, Darren. We'll you can come see us every now and then when you come.
They
out of the
make lactate pills that you can take to eat all the ice cream you want. And yes, there's booze.
There's booze.
You're
It's a
on
cruise.
ship. You do have to pay extra for booze, though.
If you're gonna do it,
But you
buy
get the drink package,
package,
and then you're golden.
If you're gonna drink, buy that. If you're not gonna drink, definitely buy what they call the bubbles package, which is all the free sodas you can drink,
Yeah.
and you can get a free soda whenever, and it's great. Now I'm excited. I'm looking forward to a cruise. I just like because I don't have to plan anything. Once you're there, you don't have to plan anything. That's my.
That does sound great.
Yeah, you're not in like. You just look at the schedule of when shows are, or where you want to go hang out, or just. sit
That's what
around.
we did. We did shows.
Yeah, which are fun.
Mhm.
So, all right, done. Reptile Gumbo podcast cruise 2025. We'll have to make shirts.
I can make shirts.
Katie will make us all shirts. So we can look.
Pee-pee.
Callie
What?
says her has to be pink.
Okay.
We can do pink. That way we can look like all the other stupid people that go on cruises that have the matching shirts with their families.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. I was
Because the only way
stupid.
to do it is matching shirts.
So, oh, my soup got cold.
Funny. Oh, I ate all my soup. Although she did not give me a lot of soup, and I'm still a little hungry. I don't know if I should be offended by the fact that I didn't have a
I
lot
think,
of food in
Christina,
my
I think
bowl.
if you get the alcohol package, the bubbles package is included,
Mm-hmm.
so you can drink sodas too.
And you can always add, like if you choose just to get the bubbles and then realize, hey, I am going to drink more than like one drink a day, then you can add to it.
So we're looking at going
It's October.
October.
We will
October
be
11th
back.
and 16th.
And we're back. Wait. Is the 11th a Saturday?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. That's fine then.
Back for Reptile Day. Or for
We will be
World
back for
Conservation Day
Wildlife Conservation
Yeah.
Day.
with Megan.
Yep. That's.
All right,
I'll even put an outline of Idaho on it for you.
you have to look that up.
I can Google it. It's fine.
Figure out where that's located. All right, let's get out of here so we can make our cruise plans. Everybody, be on the lookout for more information on the Reptile Gumbo podcast cruise.
You're really gonna do that?
Yeah, just understand that there's a good chance that you will see me like once on that cruise, but it'll still be fun.
Okay. What episode is
Well,
this?
we can set
248.
up where we all have. If we go like if there's a group of us, we can request to get our dinner tables all the same, where we can all
Yeah.
sit together at dinner.
That'd be cool. You doing math over there? What are you trying?
And yeah,
Katie's in the zone, in the planning zone.
Trying to figure out what episode it would be. Ooh, we could record episodes from the boat.
Oh, it's 295. I was like, how cool would it be if it was the 300th episode? But it's not. It's 295.
How about you do a couple of extras in the meantime?
I was just thinking we might have to do like a couple extras just so that we record
Double.
episode 300 on the ship.
On a boat.
That's how you podcast, people.
And then
You
I'll
go
bring-
on a cruise
And
for
then I'll
episode
bring
300.
little tiny ducks, or we'll bring little tiny like
We can make little tiny snakes.
and leave them all
All
over
right, so
the.
in order to get a group rate, you have to have 8 staterooms. It's not 8 people. You have to have 8 staterooms, and they have to be balcony or better.
So I want
I'm just
interior
going to
with
post
no
the information on the
windows.
cruise. I'm just going to post the information on the cruise. Say if you want to go, book here.
I want total darkness. It's glorious. It's the best sleep I've ever had in my life.
Yeah.
Oh gosh. Okay. I guess we're going on a cruise.
Whoop whoop. Going on a cruise.
I don't remember the last time I took a vacation with you where one set of our parents didn't go or our kid didn't go.
So my parents talking about coming here and watching Joe?
Yeah.
And it's just me and you?
It's just me and you.
Fucking sold.
What is that like?
Then JT's the only one we have to babysit. Sold.
Yep.
We don't want grandpa to get lost.
Just don't let JT take an edible and eat $100 steak. All I'm saying. Right, Callie?
Oh, jeez.
Hey, I can eat that now, no problem.
Yeah, no problem. That's right.
Anyways, guys, hang around for a second. Well, if people want to reach out to you, JT and Callie, how can they get a hold of you?
Hold on 1 second. What is this on Sambo discussion that James Lewis sent a PM about some, the sunsets?
Yeah, they're too expensive.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So Grand Family Exotics Facebook is our number one area that we do everything through. And then come see us at Herp shows. We do every single Herp show pretty much. I think we've got everything for the rest of the year. We do every one for the rest of the year. Anyways, but that's us, Grand Family Exotics.
And then come see us at the Oddities show in Houston this weekend. If you're in the area. I'll try and have this podcast out like tomorrow. So it's out there.
Boom,
but
boom.
come see us. Come see us. We'll be there. We'll have black and green tablecloths as soon as they come in. I'm gonna have black and green tablecloths. If you want to reach out to us, it's the Reptile Gumbo podcast everywhere. If you're interested in the cruise, reach out to me, Katie, or Robert. Find one of us and tell us. Like if you're seriously, let us know. Like I think Robert's gonna post the information for it. It'd be cool. I think it'd be a cool thing to do. And if you've never been on a cruise, ton of fun. And Nikia, you need to get over your fear and get on a damn boat and come with us. That way, Katie has a friend, and then I'll talk to her.
Maybe we can talk Megan into going. I don't know that she's
got that
right before the event, but if we get it planned enough, she might.
Maybe.
So she's not freaking out.
So, anyways, we'll be back next week with someone.
Not on Tuesday.
Oh yeah,
I won't be available Tuesday.
Robert, are you good Wednesday?
Yeah.
We'll be back next Wednesday. We got something on Tuesday. And kids take up all the other time. So we'll be back on Wednesday. Thanks for listening. Nikia, don't consider it. You're coming with us. We'll see everybody next week. And good night.
Bye.
Good night.
They can still see.